Hey guys, it's Proto here. So I just been grinding the new update, the first title update for the game, and see if we have a new meta for longswords. But let's check them out. One thing I like to mention that all these builds are going to be using this talisman that I have. This is my, if you've been watching my videos, this is still my best talisman to date. It is a 1 agitator with 2 weakness exploits with a level 2 slot and a level 1 slot. So here I have all the builds. This is the current flicker. This is what we're gonna base the rest of these builds at. So again, new build. I might make new builds in the future. This is just my first. This is just like the first 20 hours since release and what I've come up with so far. So, because I think it's worth mentioning that Wrathion's armor and even Wrathion's armor are like pretty god tier. First up is going to be Basil. So seizing Basil Goose, we're going to have seizing Basil Longsword with Kaiser Crown, Archfoot armor, Barrier of Embraces, Wrathion's Cause, and got Greaves. I think most of these armors are going to be the exact same. So that gives us attack boost 7, crit I7, attack crit boost, weakness exploit, when proof, some resistance, speed sharpening, maximum might, recovery speed 2, agitator, resentment, quick sheave, flinch free, and chain crit. It comes with 340, same as flicker, but 28 blast. So my idea is, you know, to replace flicker, right? So blast is, you can use blast on everything. And it has 15 less negative affinity, so it only has negative 10, where flicker only has negative 25. The biggest hurdle is that sharpness. Damage with this set is going to be 1777 on a spirit. Flicker still out damages it, but I think Basil is competitive. Right here I have no protective polish, no handicraft. The second build does have protective polish, so it's the same build. Only we sacrifice 2 attack for 2 protective polish. And here we have Lucent Narg. Actually, with Basil, with this current build, I see it could dethrone flicker, but based off your blast procs. It all depends on your blast procs. Basil is the highest potential to dethrone flicker. So Lucent Narg and Wrathion, what they have in common is their poison, and that's the exact same thing as the blast. They're very competitive longswords. That's kind of the whole point of this. They're super competitive with flicker. But instead of blast, it's poison, and in a long hunt, you could get a lot of poison. You could probably out DPS because of the poison. Alright, but this is Lucent Longsword. We have crit attack 7, crit I5, agitator 4, crit boost, we can exploit poison attack 3, full protective polish. Windproof, speed sharpening, resentment, 1 max might, 1 stun resistance, 1 wire bug whisper, 1 chain crit. So I have full protective polish on the weapon itself. We have a tiny bit of purple, but with protective polish 3, that's gonna last over a minute. Pretty solid. Very low poison. That's the only issue with the Narg Longsword, but it's still a status, it's still gonna proc, and throughout the hunt you are gonna get multiple, and it just looks sick in general. If you guys love the Narg Longsword. My average helms were 1741, so a little bit more than the protective polish Basil, but not passing up flicker or other Basil. But again, with the wild card of poison, it could DPS in a long fight. It's a possible. And last but not least, we have River Blade Luna. which is attack 7, agitator 5, critical eye 5, crit boost, resist by poison attack, wind boost, resharpening, resentment, sun resistance, firebug, chain, crit, and quick breath. Because we have 1 extra slot. You can put whatever you want. I put quick breath. And this build, honestly, I think Gold Wrathion is just sexy and classic, but it doesn't keep up with Lucent Narg, sadly. You do get more poison though, but overall raw, it loses in terms of raw damage, you lose to Lucent Narg, but in terms of poison, it obviously has triple the poison. And I have 2 builds. I have another Wrathion build with 4 Ray, just 1 level 1 4 Ray. So here we have attack boost 6, agitator 5, crit eye 4. So we lose an attack and we lose a critical eye. Crit boost, we satisfy poison attack, stun resistance, speed sharpening, flinch free 2. We get that from because we have a Spinas heal. That's the big difference. Is we just have a Spinas heal, and we get 4 Ray. With 4 Ray, we get while active, increases attack power by 10%, which is pretty nice. So when a monster is poisoned, paralyzed, we do extra damage to them. So this build does beat out the other Wrathion build, but only when the monster's poisoned, which is going to be a couple times, especially, you know, throughout the hunt. Alright guys, I'm hopefully make this video nice and short for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.